Boxing King Media in association with Boxro, the two men in charge of AJ's corner. I'll start with you, Angel. Are you guys confident that this time AJ is going to reverse the result?
Of course, he's been training hard. He knows what he needs to do. He previously been with Usyk 12 rounds, so there is no man better than himself in what needs to be done to win this fight.
And what about you, Robert? Just based on the same question for you, is he mentally and physically prepared to reverse that result?
You know what? I'm very confident. Training camp went well. I'd be lying if I said we had a perfect training camp because nobody does. There's always a couple bad days, but at the end, I'm very confident that we peaked at the right moment. This week is sometimes the most irritating week for the fighters, and Anthony's very happy. He's been participating very well. He's got a smile on himself. He's talking to everybody very well. When other camps are not the same. I think we're in there for a good night of boxing on Saturday night.
And I spoke to a few trainers recently about the opinion of having two coaches in the corner, namely Peter Fury, Dominic Ingle. Both of them were quite against the idea, saying that one voice is better than two voices. So just in defence of that, just tell me why you think having two guys is better than one. I'll start with you, Robert, this time.
Well, I think the main thing is that Angel and myself, we're both in the same page. It would have been totally wrong, or maybe it wouldn't worked out if he thought we should do stuff and I think something else. If we're not in the same page, then it was definitely not going to work out. But since we met last October, that was the first thing that we talked about. We stayed in contact. I came to the UK twice before training camp started, twice for 10 days each, and we were in the same page. All this training camp, these last 4 months that we spent together, we've never had any discussions about we shouldn't do this, we should do that, like going against each other. So I think it's going to work perfect. When it comes to talking, yeah, we're both gonna we're both gonna talk, but we're gonna give each other the time to talk, and it's gonna be the same thing. He knows. If I start first, he knows when he comes back, he's gonna say, some the things that I would have said if I didn't let him talk. You know what I mean? We're all on the same page. We could actually go in there and allow him to do the whole talking, because during the fight we're going to be talking together and we know what instructions to give him, or vice versa. If I'm the one talking, it's going to be the same instructions. So I don't think it's a problem. It did not turn into a problem. I think that's actually something that benefits, because we both have great ideas and we both are hungry for that big win.
Your response to that?
Yeah, 100%. 4 eyes better than two. Obviously, a lot of people might be saying that it's no good, but the approach, there have been talks, as Rob said, previously, this is the plan going forward. I could say one thing: he reinforced me. He reinforced my instruction, and I'll do the same to him. In the fight night, if he's talking, I will be more than happy just like to sit back, or if I'm talking, he will be more than happy to sit back. This is as I said, it's like a teamwork, and it does not necessarily need to be the instructions of two men in the minute. Me and him, we will be talking as we have been in sparring for like 3 minutes. While Anthony's doing the sparring, we communicate each other, and then if it has to be one person, it's one person. It's not kind of like going against each other. The message is going to be the same, and as I said, 4 eyes better than two.
Definitely. Last question. Obviously, you guys are both experienced in boxing. If the result doesn't go your way, the fans are going to backlash, and one of the first things they'll probably pick up is, oh yeah, two coaches. Are you guys mentally prepared for that? God forbid that happens.
I don't think we have to kind of like prepare mentally for that. I think it's just the sport and the nature of the sport. Regardless if he wins, regardless if he loses, which is hopefully not going to be the case. People are always going to have opinions. If he beats Usyk within 6 rounds, within 8 rounds, they're going to go, oh, you already should have been done that in the first fight. We're not prepared mentally for that. It's just the nature of our sport. We accept it, and regardless of the outcome, we're gonna keep on working, and Anthony's gonna be doing good regardless.
Same to you.
All this time, all this time since I've, been working with them, I don't think about that, because all that I think about is winning and the good thing that's going to happen after the win. You know, I haven't thought about it. When it happens, I'll deal with it if it happens. Because I don't, you know, honestly, my feeling is that we're going to come out with the win, and we're not going to have to deal with that. You know, I think it's going to be great things in the future, and a big win for the whole team. So, you know, that's all I'm thinking about.
Last question, Robert. No matter whatever the result is your long-term future with AJ?
You know what? It wasn't easy. You know, being away from home, I missed out on a lot of things. You know, when it comes to boxing, a lot of my fighters were fighting, and you know, I'm not able to be there. Family events, you know, my daughter's graduation, just different things that I missed out. But you know what? It was well worth it, and I'll be more than happy to continue working with them because I enjoyed it. You know, they have a great team. Everybody's very, very, very great people to be around, and I'll be more than happy to continue working with the team. Definitely.
Thank you so much. And the man in charge of the team at KD, is Robert going to be the man taking AJ forward with this new The Zone deal?
Robert and Angel. Yeah, I'd like to put that out there. This is the winning combination here. So I believe so. Let's get the win. We didn't come here to lose, and you'll see how the greatness is unveiling.
I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much.
Take care, man.